Yarn sensation. Just click on my yarn lady or click the subscribe button. Start with a chain of 4. You want to join in the first chain. Next, you will chain 4. You will place 2 double crochet into the center. Next, you will chain 2. You will place 3 double crochets into the center. You want to chain 2, place 3 double crochets into the center. Next, you will chain 2, place 3 double crochets into the center. Next, you will chain 2. You want to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And you have completed round 1. To begin round 2, you want to chain 4. You will place 2 double crochets into that same stitch, and this will be the repeat for every starting row. And next, you need to get to your next corner, so you want to chain 1, skip the next stitches. You want to place 3 double crochets into your corner stitch, and you will repeat these steps for every corner. Next, you will chain 2, and you will place 3 more double crochets into that same corner space. Next, you want to chain 1 to skip over your next stitches to get to that corner stitch, and you will repeat your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And next, you want to skip to your next corner, so you want to chain 1 and complete your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And next, you will need to get back to your starting point, so complete a chain 1, and you want to place 3 double crochets into that same beginning corner. Okay, so we need to join to make our next corner, so chain 2, and you want to slip stitch into that 3rd chain, and this will complete our first corner that we started. So we have completed round 2. So next you want to chain 4 for round 3. You will place your 2 double crochet into that same stitch. So we're repeating everything. The only difference is for this round we will have a chain 1 space. So chain 1, skip over those stitches and complete 3 double crochets into that same stitch. Next, chain 1 and go to your next corner stitch, and you want to complete your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Next, you will chain 1, skip over to that chain 1 space and complete your 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and skip over to your next corner, and you want to complete your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Next, you want to chain 1, place 3 double crochets into your chain 1 space, chain 1, and you want to repeat your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in your corner space. And you will repeat the pattern back around to your beginning chain 4, and we will meet back there. Chain 1, and you're back at your beginning space. You want to complete your 3 double crochets. You will chain 2, and you will join in that third chain of your chain 4, and that will complete round 3. So now that we have completed rounds 1, 2, and 3, you just want to complete the pattern and continue for round 4 and for round 5, and we will meet back. I am completing my last round, round 5. Chain 2, slip stitch into that third chain. Next, I will fasten off my work. Next, you will grab your stitch marker and you want to place it into the stitch that you fasten off, or the corner. That will be fine as well. And what I will do is just spin it around, because this will be the bottom of my little outfit. And next I will grab my 4 stitch markers, count over 9 stitches, place 1 stitch marker, count from that 9th over 24, place a stitch marker there, and repeat it for the other side. And once you complete this step, you need to complete another square and repeat the same steps, and make sure to add your stitch markers. I have completed my second square. So next we will be joining the squares together. So you want the wrong side facing you, you want the right sides facing each other. And what I'm doing is just connecting these bottom stitch marker to help keep my square aligned. And next you can get about 16 inches of thread, and you want to join at your stitch marker in the 9th stitches. And you just want to stitch this together. So from stitch 9 up to 24, you want to stitch that together, and this will be the body of our little outfit. And once you complete the first side, then you want to complete the second side, and you can weave in these yarn tails before moving on to the next step. So next we will work on the bottom of our outfit, and this will be a crochet of 3 single crochets to join the bottom. And what you will have once you complete this, you will have the opening on both sides, and that will be for the legs. And I am not carrying these yarn tails. Once you complete your 3 single crochets, you can fasten off your work. And the next thing I am doing is just tying these yarn tails together, just to give a little security, because I will be cutting these yarn tails, but you're welcome to weave the yarn tails in. And if you do cut, once you cut them or later on, you can add a little glue to help with the fraying. Next, you want to weave in any yarn tails that are left. Turn your work to the right side, and you just want to flatten it out. Okay, so this is the top of our work. You want to count down 4 stitches, and you want to do that on both sides. And you also want to do it on the back side. And you can choose, once you complete, whichever side you want to be your front or your back. And you're welcome to use a solid color to make this little outfit. It's up to you. Choose the color that you like. Once you have your stitch marker in place, you want to join your yarn into that first stitch marker. Place 1 single crochet in that joining stitch, and then you want to single crochet along the side, and you will continue around to your next stitch marker. And I will not give a stitch count for this because our stitches may vary at this point. So what we're doing now is just giving the edge just a more finished look by single crocheting around. And I carry that yarn tail, so I'm clipping it to get it out of my way as I single crochet around. And once I get to my stitch marker stitch, I want to complete a single crochet into that stitch. And you can remove that stitch marker, and once you complete this single crochet, the next step will be to chain a total of 14, and you can chain more if you like. It is up to you, but I prefer 14. Once you have your 14, you want to join it to the front to the next stitch marker, and next you will single crochet across, and you are single crocheting to the next stitch marker. And once you place a single crochet into that stitch with the stitch marker, you can place that stitch marker back into the new stitch. It's up to you. Next, you want to single crochet around just like you did the other side. So you will be single crocheting around until you get to the next stitch marker. Once you get to the next stitch marker, you want to place a single crochet into that stitch, and you can remove the stitch marker and place it back into the new stitch. And you want to continue single crocheting across, and this will be the back of your work, and you are single crocheting to that chain 14. And once you get to your chain 14, you will complete a slip stitch into that stitch, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet back across to your next stitch marker. Once you reach that stitch marker, complete 1 single crochet and chain 14, and you will be joining this chain to the front side. And if you kept that stitch marker, great. If not, count over 9 from the other stitch marker, and you want to complete 1 single crochet, and you can fasten off your work. And those chain stitches are for our arms, for the doll arms. So we have completed our little outfit. Very cute. It can be used as a swimwear for the swimsuit. What I did with the one I made is made a skirt to wear with it, and I will have that in the next video for you to watch as well.